A bottle cap. Can you bend a bottle cap with just one squeeze of one hand? I bet you can't. But I can, because I am that strong. Watch. All it takes is a little squeeze, and you can actually cause a bottle cap to bend. Once the bottle cap has been bent, you can actually hand this out to a spectator for examination, and they can see that it is actually bent. And while they are holding the bottle cap, you can challenge them. You can tell them to try and unbend the bottle cap, but it will be hard, because it was hard enough bending it, so imagine how hard it would be to unbend it. Now they will struggle, they might not be able to do it, so you hand it back to the magician and let the magician try. All I do is I take it and hold it just like this, and all it takes is a little bit of strength and muscle, and you can actually put it back to the original shape that it was at the very beginning. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do this. Okay, so here's the explanation for the bent bottle cap. Now this is a beer bottle cap, not the ones that you can screw off, but the ones that you need a bottle opener to take off. That is what this cap is. And basically, in this trick, you have the strength to bend it with one squeeze. Now, how you do this trick, basically you have an unbent bottle cap and a bent bottle cap of the same beer or whatever, of the same drink. And I didn't need anything special to bend the bottle cap. I just found like a corner of a wall, and I just pushed it against the corner, and I was able to bend it. And once it was a little bit bent, you were able to like squeeze it down the rest of the way, so it was fully bent. So whatever way you can bend the cap, just get the cap bent, and then you can do the rest of the trick. So here's how the rest of the trick happens. You have this in your fingers like this. You're hiding it in your fingers. It's sitting on your fingers, and your thumb is holding onto it. So you're just like this. And in your other hand, so in your right hand, you're holding the bent bottle cap. And in your left hand, you're holding the unbent bottle cap. And what you're doing is, what I did was I started with the bent bottle cap in my left hand and the unbent in my right hand. And what I did was I picked this cap up like this, and you were able to see this hand empty and this hand empty. And how I did that was basically, as I picked this bottle cap up, I dropped the unbent bottle cap into my hand, and I was able to show this hand empty as well. But if you can't do that, I will show you a way where you can show your hands empty by showing your first hand empty at the beginning of the trick, and at the end of the trick showing your other hand empty, so that by the end of the trick the spectator saw both hands empty and that you had nothing to hide. So I'll show you how to do that. So you're hiding the bent bottle cap in your right hand, right, and your thumb is holding onto it, and the gap is facing towards you, and the face is facing outwards, and you're holding it like that in your hand. And you can like curl your fingers a little bit, just make it natural. Then you get the unbent bottle cap, and you stand it just like this. So sorry, you take the bottle cap, you show your hand empty like this, so that you can see that this hand is empty. Then you come down to position, and basically you're doing a French drop. If you don't know what a French drop is, I'll put a link for the description so you can learn it. There's a lot of great things that you can use for it. You can do it for a vanish, a change, a restoration, loads of great ideas. Link in the description if you want to learn a French drop. But basically you have an object here, and you have an object in your other hand, and you want to swap it out. So what you're doing is, as your hand comes in to cover the object in this hand, you let go of the object in this hand and you replace it with the new object, so that it looks like, for instance, we're using a bent bottle cap. It looks like I bent the bottle cap, but really in my left hand was the unbent bottle cap, and I'm hiding the bent bottle cap in my right hand, and I'm coming over, and once everything is hidden, I can drop the unbent bottle cap and replace it with the bent bottle cap. And once you're here, you add a little bit of acting. So you squeeze it, and once you squeeze it for a couple of seconds, like 2 seconds, you rotate this hand face down with the unbent bottle cap, and this hand face up. So you're rotating like this, 2 hands at once. So again, you're here, you do the French drop, you do a little bit of acting, and once you're here, this hand goes face down and this hand goes face up at the very same time. Then you act like you're really putting in a lot of effort, and you're acting like you're using all of your strength to bend that cap. And once you pretend to feel like it is bent, you can open your hands and show the cap is bent. And it's nice because now you can hand this out for examination, and they have now seen this hand empty. So at the start of the trick, they saw that this hand was empty only for you holding the bottle cap, and now they see this hand is empty, and now you've nothing to worry about because they know that both hands are empty and you only have one bottle cap, which is now this bent bottle cap. So that is the bending part. Let me go over it again. You're hiding in finger palm position, just holding it in your fingers, and you can just relax while holding onto it with your thumb. That's in your right hand, and in your left hand you're holding the unbent bottle cap, and no, actually sorry, in your right hand you're holding both the bent bottle cap and the unbent bottle cap, and you're showing your hand empty. And as you're showing your hand empty, you come over into position and you place the bottle cap right there. This is your French drop position. So once you're here, you're left holding onto the bent bottle cap, and you have the unbent one here. And what you do, come over as everything is hidden, drop the unbent bottle cap and replace it with the bent one, and start squeezing as if you're bending it for like 1 or 2 seconds. And after 2 seconds, rotate your hands and have all focus on this hand, and put in a lot of, act like you're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of muscle and a lot of strength. And once you feel like it's bent, open your hands, show it off, and they can examine it. And while they're examining it, you can tell them that, you know, it was a bit of a struggle trying to bend it, so imagine how hard it would be to unbend it. So now you're challenging them to unbend it. You tell them to try and unbend it, and they probably won't be able to. It's going to be difficult. So from here, you can do that move that I was talking about. As you pick up the bent one, drop the unbent one, and bring your hand down by your side. So it looks like this hand is empty, and now there should be nothing in here. To the spectator's eyes, it looks like there's nothing in this hand. So look, as you pick this object out of your hand, in their minds, they are now thinking that this hand is empty, but you've now replaced it with the unbent bottle cap. So again, you're here. As you're picking up the bent one, drop the unbent one as you rotate towards your body and down by your side. And that should look like this. and you're conditioning the spectators' minds that since you've picked the object out of this hand, now this hand is empty, and now you can show this hand empty, and to unbend it, you're holding it like this, the gap is facing towards you, and the face of it is facing outwards, and to unbend it, you're doing another French drop, you come over, you drop, and replace it with the unbent cork, and just let the cork fall down so that at least you can lift it up, and that will give the illusion that you're unbending the cork. So you're here, you replace it with the unbent cork and just let it fall down, and then pick it up again, giving the illusion that you're unbending the cork. And that should look like this. You're here, do the French drop, and that gives the illusion that you're unbending the cork. But you don't want to do this. You don't just want to do this. Bloop, and it's done. Because that seems too easy. You still want to put in a lot of effort. You want to make it look like it's difficult. So what you do is something like this. You come over, do the French drop, and you make it look like it's actually difficult. But then once you have the object unbent, you can do that same move. You can show that it's unbent, do the swap, and you can hand it out for examination, and they will not be able to do the same thing as you because it was magic. So that was the trick. I hope you all liked it. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you got what you wanted. This was just a little something that I wanted to teach you. Since it was Christmas, I just wanted to show you a little bit of a trick. I wanted to teach you a bit of magic. And I know I'm not really good at teaching magic, that's why I don't teach magic. Because I'm terrible at teaching magic, I'm just good at doing magic. So I hope this tutorial was good enough. I wanted to give you something to learn for Christmas. And I hope you liked this trick. And I hope you use this trick, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you also liked the green screen. I was trying out my green screen, I had it for ages, but I couldn't really do it because it wasn't working properly. So I had to wait until it was bright daytime to use my green screen so it would actually look nicer. And I hope it does look nice. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.